Hey everybody, welcome to another War Machine Battle Report. I'm Lightem'up, and this will actually be my first attempt at a Mark III Battle Report. And you'll see I've changed up the format a little bit to make it a little simpler and shorter. And I'm also going to change up the way I talk about these because I feel like I'm just kind of telling you guys what's going on instead of telling you why I'm doing it and what's going on with it. So here we got my MORGHOUL one. I'm trying out a Beast Brick list. I think Beast Bricks will still be worth something as long as you're not going up against too much grievous wounds. Against my buddy's GARRYTH Blade of Retribution list, and he obviously is running more on the dude swarmy-ish list. He's only got 2 jacks. He's trying out the heavy rifle team, which is cool. Light artillery is really awesome. Everyone always wanted them to work, and now that they can move, they actually might be worth something. So he's got a full unit of halberdiers. He's got the rifle team, full unit of mage hunters, unit of electromancers, and then a couple solos like Irishman and whatnot. In my list, you'll see that I have the Willbreaker and the Totem Hunter. The idea for the Totem Hunter is, especially in a list like my opponents here, who have a lot of important solos and small units, I made my prey the Mage Hunter Assassin, so that my Totem Hunter can then go off on his own on his side and start killing important solos, which I think is probably going to be his most useful aspect. He can't really hurt jacks too much with just having 2 swings, but he can really kick some butt on some solos, especially high defense solos. And since he can now jump and be placed in the back arc, he can actually go up to mat 12 against his prey target, which is pretty sweet. Other than that, you'll see I've got the bugs going up here. I'm trying out a list with 2 bugs, 1 sentinel and 1 soldier, because I know the prevalence of shooting, at least in the very early Mark III meta, the bugs having armor 23 against shooting is pretty intense, pretty good. I think I'm probably going to have to switch out the soldier after his performance today. I think I might need either switch in another sentinel or potentially get a cannoneer in there. Other than that, I've got Bronzeback and Tibbers. Bronzeback is in there for some fury management off of Tibbers, and then the Kreia to protect give him some defensive bonuses. Turns out +2 defense against ranged and force barrier is not that bad. Agonizer's in there because right now Agonizer's all the rage with scoring forums. Everyone loves the Agonizer. I'm actually trying to find reasons not to put him in lists so I can save 7 points. And then of course the Beast Handlers and the Willbreaker is down there with basically he's just there in case I need to send my guys off in a direction I can actually get some extended control range. And rerolls, because rerolls are always good, even though I always forget it. But alright, so we're on to turn 2 where everything actually starts to happen, and he's going to get the Mage Hunter Strike Force there. This whole pre-measuring thing, I think in the beginning it's going to take a little bit longer to play games. This game went a little long for me, but once people get used to pre-measuring and know what they really need to pre-measure and what they don't need to pre-measure, I think the games are going to go back to being normal length. And of course playing on a clock will really help things. So on here he's got his Mage Hunter Strike Force. He's going in the back. He's trying to shoot down the Pain Givers, which is a good tactic obviously. Most of them are sitting at defense 15 because of the Kreia bubble, and he actually still manages to hit them all and kill 3 of my Beast Handlers right off the bat. It's a good thing I brought a full unit. Fury management against hordes is still going to be a pretty big deal, I think. And actually, you will see there will be some frenzies in this game, and there'll definitely be decisions on should I boost or should I not boost, which is probably a good thing. On this scenario here, I was planning on just bowling my way towards his center and then sending my caster and possibly another heavy into his caster. I was not going for scenario at all. I was using my scenario piece, the bunker, I believe it was, or stockpile, whichever one heals your beast for D3. So that's pretty much the only scenario piece I was using. He's got Moros there, which really kind of screws me because Moros was able to paralyze my living war beast pretty much every turn. He would paralyze one of them. So this turn he went ahead and he paralyzed my soldier and sat about ½ inch out of my threat range because I forgot about abuse somehow. Yeah, turns out I forgot MORGHOUL has abuse to speed up people, but I did. His heavy rifle team went up and did not much. He did like 2 points of damage to the Browns back, which will be healed by the objective next turn. And then his halberdiers are just getting a shield wall or defensive line, whatever their defensive ability is, and walking up into be threatening range. The electromancers are going to walk up and take some shots, trying to get some bounce some E-leaps into my agonizer. Oh, I'm sorry, that'll be next turn. Over here we've got the Arcane Assassin, Mage Hunter Assassin, whatever it's called. He attempted to hit the Totem Hunter and whiffed on it, so... And then we're still figuring out these new objectives. We realized after the game that cloud can't go in front of the objective. It has to be within an inch, the center within an inch, so... Well, we'll figure that out. Alright, so my objective will heal point of damage off my bronze back, and then I am trying to decide exactly what to shoot with my bug. So while I'm doing my decisions, I go ahead and use the Totem Hunter. He kills the Mage Hunter Assassin and then sprints behind the forest to engage Iris, which is nice. Pre-measuring the range there on the Sentinel, on the Soldier, sorry, and once again I forget that I have a way to speed him up, and he just sits there. Bug goes ahead and shoots a couple Mage Hunters and kills 3 of them, which is nice. I decided it was better to clear a path for Tibbers to get up to the Phoenix, and instead of trying to shoot off the the Electromancers or trying to shoot into the Halbs. That was my buddy's face going there. Tibbers will go ahead and he'll do a butt charge and spend 1 to charge and charge right on up into the Phoenix and miss his charge attack. So thank you, 6s to hit. Whatever. Anyway, so Tibbers is going to go, and he's going to go and spend all 4 Fury, and at the end I will pull Fury off for him being inside of 7 inches of the bronze back. You'll see me realize it here in a second. But yes, he failed to kill that Phoenix. You'll see there, the Phoenix is still perfectly alive. I think I barely knocked out anything. So the Bronzeback will walk up, Ryle for 1, I believe. I'm not sure why that Fury came on him. Or that might have been the Sentinel's Fury. And then we're going to go ahead and make a bunker. So the Kreia moves up, puts up his aura. The Agonizer moves into that little bunker, and then MORGHOUL moves into that little bunker. And the Agonizer is going to attempt to try to protect my Tibbers from retaliation. See if he can live. And the Beast Handlers will walk up and they'll remove a few Fury points. So I won't have to deal with too many Fury problems. Willbreaker is going to go and try to put influence onto the Electromancers, not realizing they do not have reach. Take 3 points of damage for his troubles, thanks to the Void Tracer there. And do nothing. So yeah. Alright, so on to my buddy's turn. He's got Sentry up on the Snipers, so they're going to go ahead and take their shot and actually kill the Willbreaker here. Here in a second. Any second now. Spoiler alert. And there we go, finally. The Sniper's taking a shot, and there's the Willbreaker dying. Alright. That was a apparition move, I guess, for Moros. I don't know why Moros moved. Okay, then the Mage Hunters at the top are going to go ahead and they're going to finish off the rest of the Beast Handlers. Go ahead and kill all 3 of them, so now I'm out of Beast Handlers. The Phoenix, I believe, goes ahead and hits on Tibbers. Doesn't do an awful lot of damage. Oh, sorry, the Electromancers are going ahead and they're shooting, getting some bounces, trying to kill my Kreia with their Electroleap bounces. I'm not forgetting something. They managed not to kill the Kreia, so the bubble is still up, meaning the Phoenix is not going to be hitting too hard against Tibbers. So he's going to start swinging and set Tibbers on fire, and then managed to leave him with 23 boxes, I believe. So he did like 10 points of damage to my Tiberian, which is good for me. The second Mage Hunter Assassin will charge into Tiberian and trigger a counter charge from my Bronzeback, who will go and just completely waste him. That was fantastic, by the way. He needed like a 7 or 8 to hit. And then Garryth is going to go ahead and shoot the the Agonizers, now that I've opened him up, and take him off the board and pop his feat. So Garryth's feat now says, I don't know if it's any different than it was, but it says you cannot spend Focus or Fury or be forced or use place effects while in his control area. Which is, that's a powerful feat. I mean, it's basically the same as Morghouls, only better, because his does not specify non-Warlock, non-Warcaster, while Morghoul's does. And the no place effects can be painful, depending on who you are. Like the Totem Hunter has a place effect, jumps or place effects. So, the Halberdiers are going to go and they're going to charge in. They're just going to do a couple points of damage to Tiberian, not really much. I mean, they're in front, so they're in his shield, and they've got the Agonizer bubble on them. They've got a shield, so they're hitting at POW 10s against his armor 21. Dice off 11 on a couple charges, doesn't do an awful lot of damage, and leaves Tiberian feeling happy and alive. The Void Tracer there goes and attempts to swing on my Totem Hunter and doesn't do anything. Iris didn't do anything to the Totem Hunter, and then Moros is going to walk over and paralyze Tiberian so that he won't be able to do an awful lot next turn. But still not do too much damage to him. So far my idea of bowling through his army is going decently well. I think I should be able to clear some paths this turn. Unfortunately, his feet is kind of screwing me over. I'm going to go for some frenzy checks here. And my Bronzeback, who was only sitting on 1 Fury, ended up frenzying. But his frenzy did destroy the Phoenix, which was good. Not complaining about that. You will see me activate the Bronzeback later in this turn, but we will put him back after I realize that I messed that up. I need like a token or something to put down to signify something frenzied. Doesn't happen all that often, although it probably will more often now in this new edition here. So the Totem Hunter killed, you see he killed Iris there, and he killed the Void Tracer, and then he sprinted over to engage the 2 of the Electromancers. Morghoul is just going to, the Sentinel, I don't know what's going on. Oh, the Sentinel's taking his shot and killing off a couple of guys. Ended up at dice off 6 not killing the Rifle Team Gunner, which was sad and weird. And then his buddy, the Sentinel's little brother, the Soldier, just walked up a little bit and killed one of the Electromancers. Morghoul walks up, pops his feet to try to protect the Bronzeback and the Tiberian a little bit from Moros. And then Tiberian just goes and kills a couple of guys with his initial attacks. There's the Bronzeback moving before I realized that he couldn't do anything. At the end of the turn, we'll realize it and we'll put him back where he was. The Kreia, I'm trying to decide what I should do with him, and I decided I should just try to walk away from the Mage Hunters, pop his aura, and let it go. See what happens. There's us realizing the Bronzeback shouldn't have done anything. Alright, so after he realizes that Garryth is not affected by my feat, he decides that my Totem Hunter must die, so he will charge the Totem Hunter after upkeeping his spells on Moros and on the gun. So he will charge Totem Hunter and manage to kill him. Weapon Masters will do that. The Sniper team is going to shoot my Bronzeback, which will trigger Hyper Aggressive, and you'll see my Bronzeback here move into the Sniper team in a second. There's the roll, the damage, and there's the Hyper Aggressive. And he Hyper Aggressives in such a way that he can still face Garryth. So after that, the halberdiers will charge in there. They're going to charge, get a couple wimpy attacks onto the tippers, and bronzeback not do much of anything to them. Most of them didn't get charge bonuses, so they're hitting at just POW 10s at dice off 11. So, yeah, not doing an awful lot there. Sorry about the shaky cam. People kept hitting my camera during this game. MORGHOUL here is going to use his acrobatics to acrobatic himself into the gladiator and paralyze him with his little paralyzing knives, I guess. I don't know. And then not do an awful lot more since he can't spend his focus. Electromancers there are gonna start to shoot. They want to hit MORGHOUL, but MORGHOUL's defense 16, so instead they're gonna shoot at my bug. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The mage hunters will go in first, and they'll get some charges. Charge into my bug, charge into Tiberian, and charge one onto the objective. Actually managed to do 5 points of damage to Tiberian, although didn't do much of anything to anyone else. So keep plinking away at Tibbers. He's still doing okay. Nothing's out on him. And then the Electromancers only did a few points of damage to MORGHOUL, so he had transferred that. And then we're on to my 4th turn, so scoring turn 4. The Kriya actually frenzied into the objective for 7 points of damage, which was more damage than he had done to it, so boo on the Kriya. Tiberian passes his frenzy check, thank God. And then I go into the think tank for a minute here, trying to decide what I want to do and how I can get this done. He got his caster out there, but once again I forget that I have abuse, and the bronzeback would have to take like 6 or 7 free strikes to walk out of combat there, so not sure I can get the bronzeback over to GARRYTH like I want to. Although now that I'm looking at it as from this point of view, I probably could have trampled Tiberian to clear off a few of those free strikes from the bronzeback, abused the bronzeback, and sent the bronzeback into GARRYTH. So boo on me. I need to look at the game from different angles, I guess. But MORGHOUL, you see, he went in there, he actually sidestepped and killed one of the Electromancers and then missed his sidestepping second attack, so he could not sidestep into GARRYTH. That was the idea. I was then going to buy attacks and plink away at GARRYTH. So instead I send my bug in, the one bug that can charge, and he manages to miss his charge attack and then miss his bite, his first attack. Sorry, he missed his charge attack, hit his second attack, did very little damage, and missed his bite attack. So 4 Fury Beasts did absolutely nothing to GARRYTH, except make him spend 1 point of Fury focus. Well, at the end of that, the camera ran out, so unfortunately we don't have the ending on camera, but I can tell you it was not pretty. Basically, GARRYTH is an assassin himself, and he assassinated the Master Tormentor. A POW 11 Weapon Master will do that, and he just burned right through all my Fury transfers and managed to take me out. So, other than that, it was a great game. I'm loving Mark III. It's going pretty good. I don't know why some people are down on it. I think the game, yeah, it's got issues, but you know they'll fix those with the erratas, and then we'll get to playing like normal, and it'll be just like everything was, with some better rules. Still trying to figure out exactly how I want my scoring list to go. I think I'm going to give Rasheth a try very soon, possibly next week or the week after, and hope to get him on the channel. And then, of course, my swans are going to be coming out. I got some Cray action coming. And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.